Hello traders, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the holiday and happy new year to everybody. We are back to 2023 with a lot of content, right guys? Today I want to share two concepts that ICT actually taught in his London protraction trade, and this trade is similar to what is called power tree concept, right? A London protraction is similar to power tree concept. Again, power tree concept means manipulation, accumulation, then manipulation, then distribution, right? It is most likely to occur in the direction of the daily bias, and you see manipulation to grab liquidity if above all high in a bearish scenario, and then trade into most likely institutional reference points that will serve as resistance to price, right? So this is what it is. You will see consolidation during the Asian session, and you'll see price breaking market structure to the upside in a bearish scenario, and then trade into maybe a higher time frame institutional reference point, which will serve as resistance to price. Then it will now continue its movement lower. Again, this is most likely to occur when your directional bias institutional order flow is bearish, right? You will most likely see manipulation to the upside, then continuation to the downside, right? And this is the normal protraction as taught by ICT. This scenario happens in the normal protraction. You will see London Asian session ranging from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. or 0.00 GMT. It is actually from 7 p.m. but I mostly use 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is New York time, to 0 GMT, right? And then immediately after 0 GMT, you'll most likely see the manipulation to the opposite direction of the intended daily bias, then the continuation in your intended direction, right? So this is for the normal protraction. But the second one that happens again in this kind of power tree concept is delayed protraction. In delayed protraction, you will most likely see consolidation, and sometimes you will not really see consolidation, right? Sometimes if your direction is bearish, for instance, in delayed protraction, you will not see manipulation in the opposite direction. You will just see continuation after the consolidation. So it will be accumulation and distribution, not really manipulation to the opposite direction. Then you will see retracement into this range, right? Then continuation. According to ICT, when this delayed protraction occur, you will now take the distribution from the point of the accumulation, right? Will now be the manipulation. Right? This will be your manipulation, and then this will be retracement into the range, then continuation. This is typical definition of a delayed protraction, right? You see accumulation, then manipulation in the direction of the intended bias, that is in bullish scenario. In bearish scenario, when your bias is bearish and the institutional order flow is bearish, you will most likely see continuation without seeing manipulation to the opposite direction. Then you will see retracement into the range. This is where you take your sell in a delayed protraction. And some of the times, and sometimes in a delayed protraction, what I observe is that a price will not consolidate. Price will just keep moving during Asian session, and maybe will return to an institutional reference point that was left above or at the midnight opening price, that is 0 GMT, right? So this delayed manipulation, the distribution in the direction of the intended daily bias will not most of times occur during the New York, during immediately after 0 GMT. It may be at 1 a.m. New York time that you really see the distribution. And sometimes from my observation, when there is a London delayed protraction, and if you are not able to catch the trade, the next opportunity uh, might be if the distribution is too wide, the retracement into this particular range may be delayed till the New York session. And sometimes you really see price very quick before 2 a.m. New York time. You'll be able to see retracement into the range. Right, guys, I hope all this has helped a lot, and I hope you are able to understand the difference between London normal protraction and delayed protraction, where my I will really give example of this protraction, right? So here in GBPUSD, from this is 8 p.m. New York time here, and we've seen price broke structure lower, right? It broke structure lower, and then here from 11:30 to 0 GMT, we've seen price consolidating up to uh, 45 minutes after the midnight opening price, and then we now saw a little bit upward movement, then break in this short-term low that was formed, and then so price retrace into this imbalance fair value gap, and it continue lower, right? Let me put the annotation. So this is what really happened, and this is typical example of a London delayed protraction, right? uh, well, price has been ranging here. Price has been ranging during the Asian session to 12 midnight, and past 12 midnight price has been ranging. Then we now saw a little upward movement, and then break in this short-term low. And I was really expecting this move here after the 12 midnight to uh, uh, to actually trade into this fair value gap, premium fair value gap, and this is where I was planning to sell from. And we couldn't get a tap into this, even though price tried, and it broke market structure. And you remember the ICT did say in a bullish scenario or in a bearish scenario, as in this case, entry will really be above the 0 GMT, that's above the midnight opening price, or at the midnight opening price. And then we couldn't get an entry above the midnight opening price here, so we got a breaking this short-term low, and then it created an imbalance, which is a fair value gap, right? After creating this imbalance, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles before we started seeing retracement, and our entry was really perfect at the midnight opening price. Remember that in a bearish scenario, you would like to sell above or at the midnight opening price, and that was what we did, right? And then took ourselves from there. If you really need more confirmation, you can go to lower time frame to wait for confirmation, but I don't really need that. Actually, I must most of times I usually take my trade on the 15-minute time frame, right? Because sometimes I usually think that going to lower time frame than 15 minutes will really give me a lot of ideas that I will have to. Sometimes whenever I try, I will usually miss trades, even though I am whenever I have that ample of time to really sit on my screen to wait for 1 minute, 2 minute time frame to give me confirmation that I need, I'll start doing that. But for now, I'm really comfortable with 15 minutes entry. All right, so my stop loss is above this uh, 15-minute order block, right? So that has a fair value gap, and that is how it really pan out, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I hope if you have any question you can ask in the comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do make sure you subscribe to receive and to get a lot of wonderful content this year. Thank you, guys. Wish you happy trading and happy new year again.